Hello everyone. Did you miss me? I sure missed you. I'm so happy that my show was renewed for a second season. The Veronica Peterson Show, a talk show that I get to talk about all the up and coming new videos. And so much has happened since we last saw each other, which was summer of 2009.
You say you gotta go and find yourself. You say that you're becoming someone else. Don't recognize the face in the mirror looking back at you. You say you're leaving as you look away.
As all of you might know, or some of you might not know, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the end of summer 2009. And it was a very sad point in my life. And my boss, who is the owner of this channel, he decided that my show, that it would end, because originally there was going to be 10 episodes for an entire first season, but we stopped it at 9 because of me being diagnosed with breast cancer. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I was not upset because I had a chance to have my own show, and I was really happy. And I was discussing with him of what was going to be for the future, because there's a lot more new videos coming for that fall. And he was like, well, I'll just take you off the canvas of characters. And I said, no. I promised you that I will do this, and I'm going to do this. So, as you may have seen from Season 1 and Season 2 of Behind Closed Doors, which was the new web show that he was in the process of making, and he put me in the show, and deciding to put my real life experience into the show. And as some of you may know from being subscribed all the way back then, and transferring from channel to channel, if some of you have, I don't know if you haven't, or you have. Anyway, I was in the movie Massacre, and he decided to kill me off in the next movie that he was making, which is okay. I wasn't upset about it. It's because of me getting cancer that he wanted me to take some time off and rest. So he killed me off in that movie, and I didn't disagree with his decision. He was only doing this because he was giving me time to rest, and he brought me back briefly in Roommates 2, because he killed me off in Roommates 1, and then the second one, I came back as like this dead person, and I only had a brief appearance, and I disappeared after that. And that was my last appearance in the movie series, and most likely I won't make another appearance in the movie series because so much has happened in the movie series, and I think it wouldn't make any sense at all if I returned, since it's not at that apartment complex anymore. It's moved on to other things. So I told him that I really don't care to be back in the series. And before I was diagnosed, my boss was in the planning stages of Behind Closed Doors. And my character was a major character. And he toned down the role because filming started when I was in chemo. So he incorporated that into my character, and it worked. I liked that, and I didn't really have to do a lot of work, which was okay by me. Especially I wasn't supposed to do a lot of stuff during chemo. I continued doing lip sync videos. Some of you may have already seen them. My most favorite one would have to be Don't Trust Me, and then there was another one, but that was my favorite one. After chemo started, I kind of slowed down with videos, but it happens. I knew it was going to happen, so I left it at that. And when I finished chemo, Season 2 Behind Closed Doors just finished airing, and then it was reaching Christmas time, and so I finished chemo, and then my hair started to grow back, and there was a long hiatus before Season 3 of Behind Closed Doors came, and it was for two reasons. The first one was because Amber, she didn't really want to do any videos for a while. And the second reason was for me. And that's okay. I mean, I was done with chemo, my hair was growing back, but he just wanted to give me some more time to rest, which I was rested and ready. He created the What Annoys You Most web series after season 1 of Behind Closed Doors, and it was a very funny series. I wasn't in it that much. It's because of that was the time period he wanted to give me rest, because episode 1 aired in the fall, but the rest of the episodes aired the following spring. And also in the spring there was a web show called Strut. I was in that web show too. Pretty much all of the characters that were ever on the canvas it was in Strut. And he decided to cancel both of those shows, and those were just 2 easy web shows that he wanted to make for the spring. I guess he likes to have easy web shows for the spring, and then the fall more complex, like Behind Closed Doors. And the year before that, which these videos don't exist online anymore, but The Biggest Talent, and I hosted that. That was my first shot at hosting, and he canceled that after 1 season. But there is good news this summer, and up until the fall, he is bringing back The Biggest Talent, Strut, and then he brought back my show. So a lot of new things are coming, and the 6th season of Behind Closed Doors is very close. I will talk about that in episode 2. I was very insistent of continuing on being the canvas. I didn't want to be taken off because I had cancer. I didn't want to have that as an excuse. So, while What Annoys You Most and the filming for Strut was going on, both of them were happening at the same time, the 3rd season of Behind Closed Doors was being filmed, all at the same time, so there was so much stuff happening in the spring that we were so busy, all of us. The 3rd season came in June, and everyone was waiting for the 3rd season, because season 2 had a lot of major cliffhangers, that there was like 7 or 8 possible people that could be dead, and everyone had to wait 5 months to find out who was still alive, and it's like, wow. My boss never expected to be waiting that long, but it just happened, and it was a long-awaited return, and all the cliffhangers from season 2 were definitely resolved, and the conspiracy that started before season 1 was finally resolved at the end of season 3. I know that a lot of people were like waiting for it to end, because it was a very long conspiracy. I mean, it took several months to just like pan out, and I know my boss had no idea that the conspiracy would last that long. He just kept on creating stuff for the show, and it would have been interesting if the conspiracy lasted as long as the show had lasted. I mean, it probably would have been dragged on too much. So maybe it was a good thing that it ended up resolving the end of season 3. And then after the filming of the third season of Behind Closed Doors, he decided that season 4 of Behind Closed Doors would be the final season, and we were sad about it. He was too. And when filming wrapped up, everyone was really happy that the show turned out really good, because season 4 was a really good season. And during editing, he found out that there was all the footage we filmed was until partially of episode 11, and he was like, well, we need another episode to finish off the season. And at the time, we were filming for the spin-off for Behind Closed Doors, and he decided to cancel the whole idea for the spin-off and use those scenes and put them in episode 12. And they're kind of rushed, it seems like, because he was in the process of creating the web series, the new one, the spin-off, and so it was like a rough cut. So they were rushed and put it into the end of season 4. So it was kind of confusing. and it was going to be like a new beginning for the show. Season 5 came around because he said, well, I'm just going to drop the whole idea for a spin-off. And then Season 5 came around. It took several months to finish the filming, and then in January 2011, which was most recently, he posted the 5th season, and then it ended up turning out to be a series finale at the end. And there was still footage left to be filmed, and he was going to turn into a movie, and then he already planned out a spin-off for the show. And that didn't work out. He didn't like how the 5th season turned out, so he took those scenes from the end of Season 4 and put them in the beginning of Season 5 and re-released Season 5 in February. And he still had more scenes because it overflowed, and he decided to drop the whole idea for a movie and drop the whole idea for a spin-off again, and he decided for a 6th season.